Hey guys, it's Amber, and I'm getting ready to show you a full video walkthrough of my 2021 Project Life album. So the majority of these layouts, I believe I have videos for on my channel. If you just check out my Project Life playlist, they should all be in there. So if you've watched my videos before, you'll know that I do a monthly style scrapbooking because it's easier for me to use up the products that I have that way. And it helps me tell my stories because we only have kids part-time and our stories are really sporadic. Sorry, my cat's crying in the background. So I have my intro page here, picture of Jared with kids, all of us on a trip from the year before, the two of us and then our kitties. And then here we're moving into January. So we started out with January with a bit of a blizzard. We had like 18 inches of snow, and I had some fun playing with some similar products throughout the year. So in the beginning of her 2021 Stories by the Month kits in the physical copies, they had January, it looks like this, different months that had these kind of boxes, and those cards ended up changing, but I used that card every month. I used this every month, which is a transparent 3x4. They always have a puffy heart, usually double-sided. And then I also use this 3-inch puppy sticker from Studio Calico. So after that, everything's kind of fair game. So just telling simple stories, lots of little details in here. Tried to use those cards a lot. More January stories. Used the highs and lows kit for that. Had a really cool picture here, something called a solar spike, which is something with ice crystals. It was like a really quick event and then went away, but I wanted to blow that up and make it pretty big. And then a shot of our yard, and that continues into February, where you can see that card there. Just utilizing lots of different cards from different kits. And then this is a more specific Valentine's Day spread from the February Stories by the Month, and also including Elle's studio. So lots of pictures of the kids and celebrating, using some of the products where they make more sense. Here was a specific story where we signed for our new home that day. And then we started moving. So this was using the action story kit and part of the March Stories by the Month to talk about the action of packing, moving the cats, their big move to the new house. And then this was like the final weekend that the kids were there. All the furniture is wrapped up and ready to get packed. We hired movers to help with that. And just some shots around the new house. So most of this is from that March kit. So here's like a March, looks like this card. So they varied over the months. More March, just showing like our first night in the new house, getting my scrap room set up, the cats exploring the bathrooms, hanging out in the new room. Then we're moving into April, where you know, it's a new to us place and the garden was coming alive. So there's a lot of photos about that. Some were things I planted or brought with me, and then some are things that we were discovering at the gardens. Some crazy funny stories about the cats being goobers. A little spring break card, but I really love the color scheme. I let that help tie all that in. More April. Sorry, a little cat hair on there. Just kind of showing off scenes around the house, everyday life. You know, we were still really deep into COVID at this point, so we weren't doing a whole lot of anything. So here's an example where the April looks like this card really started to change, and still utilizing these stories where I could tell lots of little mini stories of things that happened that month. Here was a story about going out to eat, because we hadn't gone out to eat at a restaurant in a really long time. Easter with the kids, they're getting older, so they did not want to hunt for eggs in the yard this year, which I was excited about because it was the new house, so I just hid them in the house for them. And then they opened up their baskets. And then the girls and I did a paint class. My room, this is where I'm sitting right now at my desk, but I was able to drag their table in there so we could watch the video together and do a virtual paint class, and that was really fun. And just utilizing some pattern paper that looks like, you know, paintings. And then more April stories here, just showing all these plants that I had planted and some pots that I did. Really got into that this year, and I will definitely be doing that again this year. Jumping into May, kind of letting these colors help pull the color schemes together. Hanging around the house. Boom week in the life. Getting new patio furniture, just really simple stuff. Going out to eat with the kids again. Kitten stories. Always kitten stories. And then here we're moving into June. Again, pulling from these colors and using the kits. Lots of stuff with cats. Sunrise, or sunrises and paint organization. Just really simple stories. I'm going out to eat with the kids for Father's Day, so including a nice big blow up of them with their dad. And didn't even worry about trying to find a photo for the back. Here we are in July, going out to eat, more cat stories, hanging outside with the nice weather, a little tiny July 4th spread, and more July stories here. Then we are moving into August. So unintentionally, I kind of, made these match, but who knows, I might have done them at the same time. I don't recall anymore. Flowers and kittens. And stories about myself. Here we are in August. Oh, that was taking them to the vet story. And then my birthday. Going out to eat for my birthday. Jumping into September, keeping it really simple. The kids are busy, they're getting older, and we're not seeing them quite as much, so just less photos of them. Decorating for fall. Easton's birthday. Then we went, we were going to go apple picking, but we got stopped by the rain, so we just went to the farm store that is at the orchard instead. Still bought apples and ciders and made a crumb pie. Took some pictures outside of the pumpkins. More October stories here. And some Halloween stories. Here's a little insert because I had a few more photos I wanted to include. Did another paint class. Here we were moving into November. Just showing what the leaves look like around the outside. Talking about different appointments that I've been dealing with. Getting boosted. Oops, I guess I just realized I never glued these back to back. Oops. So I'm getting a haircut, sunsets, and then I'm going to a sign painting class with some friends. Here we have Thanksgiving. This was just shared this past week. So Thanksgiving with the family. Here's another little insert. More Thanksgiving with some grateful cards I made up. And then moving into December, this was also just shared this past week. So we have a few spreads for this one. So decorating, going to a wreath making class, scenes around the house, going to like this light display, Jared's birthday, gingerbread houses, and then Christmas Day and Christmas Day. So I'm working on a final little page here to finish up for some New Year's stuff and some end of the year things. I need to find a few more photos. So I'm actively working on that, but I will not be sharing any videos or anything. I'll just be including it as the final page of my album. So everything just barely fits. And I generally stick to one album per year with this format. It works pretty great for me. So I hope you enjoyed a look through. I really have been embracing all the fun colors and utilizing the kits and trying to use them as much as possible. I have started my 2022 album. My title page is on my YouTube channel, and I'll be soon adding my February pages to the channel. My January is part of a class that I took with Teresa Moxley, and I'll share a link for that below. That's all about pocket pages and using them to tell your stories. So thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to share more with you for 2022. Thanks again.